For the first time in more than 50 years, humanity is returning to the moon, traveling further from Earth than anyone has ever been before. 4 astronauts will take a trip of more than 500,000 miles around our celestial neighbor and back home in a mission filled with wonderment, but also danger. NASA's Artemis 2 mission, which is scheduled to launch as soon as the 1st of April, will bring us stunning views of the moon and a new understanding of the lunar environment. It will also pave the way for a landing and, eventually, a moon base, our first step in learning how to live on another world. But the voyage comes with serious risks. The crew will fly in a spacecraft never used by humans before. And there will be personal challenges. The astronauts will spend 10 days cramped together in a spacecraft the size of a minibus. So how will this high-stakes mission work? The astronauts will start their journey on NASA's Mega Moon rocket, the Space Launch System. It is the most powerful rocket the U.S. Space Agency has ever built and will blast off from the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Glover is one of 4 astronauts, 3 Americans and 1 Canadian, who have been training for Artemis 2 for more than 2 years. They have decades of experience between them, although one has never been to space before. From this vantage point, they will be able to see the Earth and the Moon together from Orion's windows, with the Moon close up in the foreground and the Earth distant in the background. Each astronaut has been allowed to bring special items on board for this special moment in their mission. For Victor Glover, it is a Bible and some family heirlooms. For Christina Koch, it is handwritten notes from loved ones. And Jeremy Hansen is bringing some moon pendants that belong to his wife and 3 daughters. Reed Wiseman has chosen something very simple. I have a blank piece of paper and a pen and pencil, and I can't wait to write some thoughts on that. I don't know what to expect, and I don't want to go in with any preconceived notions, he says. But while the astronauts get to stare in awe and wonder during their lunar flyby, it will be a tense time for mission control as well as everyone following the mission at home. As the astronauts fly behind the moon, they will lose communication with the Earth for between 30 and 50 minutes. While we cannot talk to the planet and our friends that are even in space on the International Space Station, I would love it if the entire world, those 8 billion people, could come together and just be hoping and praying for us to get that acquisition of signal and be back in touch with everybody, Victor Glover says. Once mission control can breathe a collective sigh of relief and when contact is re-established, it will be time for the astronauts to begin their journey back home. The risky return. The return will take another 4 days. But this last part of the mission is one of the riskiest. For this final maneuver, the crew module will separate from the rest of the spacecraft, and the capsule will turn so its heat shield can bear the brunt of the fiery temperatures generated on re-entry and keep the astronauts safe inside. The spacecraft will hurtle through Earth's atmosphere at 25,000 miles per hour, enduring temperatures of about 2,700 C. That is half as hot as the surface of the Sun. There has been a great deal of focus on the heat shield. It was badly damaged during the first uncrewed Artemis mission. But by adjusting the angle of the re-entry, the engineers are confident they have fixed the problem. With their mission complete, the astronauts will be flown back to land. It will be their first chance to walk on solid ground again, and reflect on their journey of a lifetime. They will have joined an elite group. Only 27 astronauts have ever flown around the moon. But this is just the start of the Artemis missions. The data and science collected will be poured over, because the next steps will be even more challenging, returning humans to the lunar surface, but this time to stay. Once the spacecraft is safely through, a series of parachutes will be deployed to slow it down. The astronauts will make a gentle splashdown in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of California, where a recovery team will be waiting. The capsule can land upright, upside down or on its side, and bright orange airbags will inflate to help turn it upright so the crew can safely exit. Victor Glover says coming home is the part of the mission he is most excited about.